Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are all doing well this evening. Today is, let's say, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. So I hope that the work week has been treating you guys nicely so far, all that good stuff. Hope you're, coming home and winding down, hopefully. Everybody's got different, routines when they come home, but I hope that you guys are having a moment to debrief and focus on self at this time. So for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, and I hope that you like what you see here. Hit that like button and that subscribe button, notification bell, all those different things, so that we can be in connection with each other. And for those of you who are repeated or returning, I should say returning viewers, welcome back. Uh, Happy to see you guys here. I see a couple of names here. So if you guys saw the title and the thumbnail, this is just a collective love reading for the time being. You never know, I might go live again and do the free stuff. We'll see how I feel about that, free and paid readings. I don't think I'm going to. I'm kind of tired. But I was like, it's early enough for me to feel like I can do it right now. So, with all that said, I've cleansed the space. So this is a very general message for love. You know, see what's going on with the collective, what you guys need to know at this time. Keep in mind that it is a collective message, so some of the messages will resonate and some of them will not. So if it's not your reading, perfectly understandable and perfectly okay. Um, but you could watch for, you know, leisurely purposes, or you can, tap in for your own, you know, possible story and see what's going on. So with all that said, before I go rambling too much, because I always do, we're going to start the reading. So I split the deck. What we got? Ooh, okay. We got Twin Flames. It says eternal love, reincarnation, passion, twin seeking union, along with rise above. Drama, obstacles, pettiness, find the strength to rise. So rising above some, some situations maybe that were maybe preventing you from, being with a twin flame. If you already have a twin flame connection going on in your life, possibly, take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But somebody might be dealing with a twin flame dynamic, and, maybe you guys are, preparing for union or something along those lines. Um, Rising above the things that, might have prevented the connection from happening, so on and so forth. Whether it's, you guys having your own stuff going on, or, you're in separation, y'all had to learn your own lessons separately and getting stuff like that. It's going to be different for everybody, so take it as it resonates. But, yeah. So let's get some messages for the collective. What do they need to know at this time for their highest good? Here are some most accurate messages for the collective. Here's most accurate. So we'll tap into some oracle cards first, and then the tarot, and then, we'll go from there, deciding on what comes next after that. All right, so one more shuffle. I think that's good. All right, what we got? Split energy here on the bottom of the deck. We have, says options, unfocused, multitasking, decide what you really want. So maybe that's part of the reason why there's been a disconnect with you and the twin flame, if you're going through a twin flame dynamic. Rising above all the bullshit, essentially. The stuff that's been making the split in the energy, whether it's on your part or your person's part, or maybe both. Take it as it resonates. All right, so what else is going on with the collective when it comes to love? Clear some most accurate messages. What do they need to know at this time? Thank you. TikTok. Deadline, time running out. So there for some of you who end up resonating with this message, it's almost like, time has been of the essence. It's like been a waiting game for a very long time on this person. Yeah, this is a past person for a lot of you. Memories here. It says nostalgia, repetition, attachment, reliving the past, let it go. So trying to let go maybe of the things of the past that might have prevented this connection from happening. Rising above it. Interesting. I did see divine timing while I was shuffling the deck too, because that card is kind of like that. I mean, there is a divine timing card in both, because there's just like two decks together. But that card kind of gives me that energy to, time, you know, running out for something, um, or things kind of on a fast track kind of thing. We got pretending, fake, living beyond means. Maybe somebody might be like faking how they feel about somebody or something like that. Maybe they've done that in the past. Um, have self-worth on the bottom of the deck. Values, self-esteem, confidence. Be empowered by valuing yourself. Interesting. Tell us more. Tell us more. Thank you. No. The answer to your question is no. I will say, so far, and that could be why split energy showed up too. I'm getting there might be a more than one connection, and that could be causing a split in the energy too. So there might be one person who's like a pretender, acting like they got their shit together, or acting like they want something, and they're trying to get something out of you, kind of thing. Whereas there's another person who might be trying to come back around, who's a twin flame, who you're actually meant to try to build with and whatnot. And that person's the person that you've been waiting on them. I don't like to say waiting on, but the time has just kind of approached now where there might be a possibility for reunion. I'm getting something like that. And I think part of it is because you've learned your self-worth. Yeah, you dealt with like a runner in the past, somebody who, caused a lot of emotional confusion. Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. There's a so this is two different energies. I'm getting you might have to make a choice before we even get that deep into the reading. We'll see what comes up with the tarot though, because I'm getting two different energies. All right, and like I said, keep in mind that you have to take the messages as they resonate. Some parts of the story might be your story, some parts might not be. So just take them as they come. Excuse me. We have pop up here and inner child. Interesting. We have pop up says spontaneous, unexpected, surprise visit. Interesting. Along with inner child, playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. All right, because those came out together. That's an interesting mix of cards. Let me just see what's also here today. Remember, I was saying time running out, something about to be on the fast track. So we have to, like, whatever's going on behind the scenes, this is happening in the now. It says present, now, in the moment. And access granted. Social media, fake profile, and hiding. Somebody might be, all right. So I'm getting more than one message. Give me a second. For somebody, what might be getting ready to happen is there might be a person from your past who's going to try to pop up into your life out of nowhere. And it might be through social media accounts or they're watching and shit like that, which is, very, very frustrating because nobody wants to be bothered and their peace to be destroyed by somebody who they're not even interested in. Yeah, I knew the divine timing card was going to show up because I felt that energy before I mentioned it, didn't I? So it's hard to tell who's who because there's two different people. I feel like with one person, like, you might have known this person this could be the twin flame person. You might have known this person for a very long time, like possibly like friends as kids type of thing, or like in high school or something like that, and then it became romantic. And maybe they'll come out of nowhere and like pop up on you and you'll be like, oh shit. But then I'm also getting that there might be, another person who you don't really want to connect with, who might try to pop up, who's hiding behind fake accounts. So I'm getting more than one message. I'm hoping that I'm all for a really nice love story. So I'm hoping it's more leaning towards like this twin flame who's like making an appearance back into your life. I'm hoping for that, but it's gonna be different for everybody. So we'll see. seeing some people said hi. I did speak respond to a lot of you guys when you guys said hi. Um, and yeah, this is just a collective message. But hi, Selena, and hi, Yvette. Yvette, I'm gonna do something real quick because you've been a great supporter. You are now a moderator. Um, but yes, tell us more. What else is going on here? Fairest, most accurate messages. Let's get a few more. Ooh, magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist. So, you know, like I said, I'm getting that this is like more than one person. One person is like the absolutely not. Don't you come disturbing my peace. Whereas the other one is somebody who you still have a draw and a connection to. You might even still be friends with this person, possibly for some of you. Or like you're, how can I put it? There, if there's like physical distance or something between the two of you, that's when like the pop up might happen. And like you'll see them out of nowhere, like, oh shit, didn't even know you were in town. I'm getting something like that. That's not gonna be for everybody. But yeah. Ooh, divine masculine. Ooh, I like it. See, there's two different energies, and twin flame is here again. Okay, this is a twin flame journey, and I'm all for it, as long as it's a positive one, because you know twin flames are a hard dynamic for sure. If you've ever been intimate with this person, the sex was bomb. You got insatiable. It says unquenchable, wanting more. So, and with the way that that body is on that picture. um, so this, okay. I can't wait to start pulling from the tarot to see what else is going on. Because it's definitely giving me like two different energies. But we're going to keep going and see what pops up. Negotiator. It says bargaining and begging. Interesting. So maybe one person is going to be trying to come back begging for your, that's what it is, begging for your attention again, type of thing. For some of you, a select few, you might even have a kid with this other person, the person that you don't want anything to do with. Sirens going on outside as I say that, so that might be a message for somebody in particular. Because we do have financial support here. It says child support, alimony, and government. So, you know, if you know the connection went sour and you know had to do what you had to do, went to the courts, everything like that, and now they, yeah, you had receipts of them maybe cheating or something like that, um so on and so forth. This is a collective message. Yeah, so yeah, we got drama queen in the middle of the deck, so they met their match, didn't they? Thirsty and causing chaos. It's giving me like Queen of Wands in the reverse type of energy. It's giving me that. So this person, you know, they fucked around and found out basically. They done did some bullshit, and now they're like, oh, now I'm going through all of this stuff. Well, they kind of brought it on themselves, especially if they went cheating and stuff and then they ended up with somebody who was a karmic or something like that. You know, that runner and this dynamic who might try to come back when they see that you're making a connection with somebody else. Hidden path, detour, slow down, explore, go in a new direction. It's almost like whatever had to happen when it comes to this other person that might have been in your energy, and maybe even vice versa. I'm also getting like a mirrored energy, especially because it's a twin flame dynamic. This person might have had to go through, and I said that very early on. I said, you might have had to go through some stuff to get to where you're at. That person might have had to go through some stuff to get to where they're at. And now that's been like the hidden path that's going to kind of help reunite you guys, possibly. You know, let me know if that resonates. But I'm getting something, yeah, because we got split energy again. You know, it took this stuff to happen to get to the point where you guys might be. I feel like you guys have done the work that you needed to do in order to reconnect, possibly. For those of you who are resonating with this being a twin flame dynamic. Wow. And if it's not a twin flame, it could just be like a higher level of a soulmate as well. I'm getting twin flame for a lot of y'all who end up resonating. Memories is here again. There's a lot of memories. This person hasn't let you go, but then it's like, so you got the twin flame who hasn't let you go, and then you got another past person, probably a karmic, who hasn't let you go either. And this could be also your twin flames problem as well, like their past person trying to come back around when they see them moving on, blah blah blah. It's like, go kick some fucking rocks with no shoes on. Nobody got time for you. Nobody's got time for you, bro. Or sis. Yep, see, told you. Can't make this up even if you wanted to. So we have karmic, third party, relationship lesson. There was this karmic relationship that both of you guys, if I'm going off as I'm saying that both of you guys, I feel like, had to go through. You've been learning your lessons, you've been doing the work, and it's going to allow for a reconnection. Yep, awakening, yeah, very important. I feel like you guys are awakening to what your connection actually is. Maybe for a long time you thought maybe, oh, we're just friends, or, you thought that you let this person go and vice versa. And, there's something that keeps on drawing you back to each other some type of way. Well, if you're a twin, that's very, very, very common, and it happens a lot. Now, the only thing with that is the fact that, you want to make sure that if this is a twin flame dynamic, that they've done their work, right? And vice versa. Like, you don't want to keep repeating the same old pattern over and over, because what happens is, over time, when that happens, even a twin flame could become karmic. I will say that it does happen. And then that just means in this particular lifetime, you couldn't get it right, and you have to eventually move on. I do feel like the universe, God, whatever you believe in, will send you a higher level soulmate in place of that person. And then you try again the next lifetime, if you believe in reincarnation and all that stuff. I do. But, we all have different belief systems, so I'm not going to, beat a dead horse. You could believe what you like. But, yeah. Let me know if that resonates, though, for you guys. All right, tell us more. Let's get maybe 3 or 4 more from here, and then we're going to start pulling from the tarot. All right. So we have, let's see. Spirit is funny. All right, look. So as I was talking about, like, karmics, soulmates, and all that stuff, karmic soul ties even, there's a karmic soulmate. We did see karmic as, like, literally the last card that somebody had to be very, very unhappy with. I'm getting it was probably you and your twin flame. Y'all both went through that. Had to learn a lot of stuff, went through a lot of ups and downs. You felt trapped in that connection with lockbox here. And it says closed in, trapped, and frustrated. With the outcome on the top, it says results, conclusion, ending, you will get a resolution. Yeah. After doing the work, right? After realizing that, you had to end that connection, the toxic one, the karmic one, in order to welcome in what you're supposed to have, which looks like this twin flame who you might already have had a connection with in the past, who you might still be on good terms with. We have crickets here. So, this had to happen. Like, there probably was like a period of time where you guys did not communicate, not in connection with each other. I just got really like my heart rate went up. Like, let me see something. Oh, hi. I'm just chilling. I'm not even like, how high is it right now? Just sitting. Yeah, my heart rate went all the way up to 94 all of a sudden. I got like super anxious. It's like there's a sense of anxiety even attached to this, possibly maybe for this person, where it's like they haven't been saying anything about how they feel. Maybe that's where that pretender card is coming from too. Like, they might have, if they're still in your life in some kind of way, they haven't been saying anything. And if they're not in your life at all, they've been wanting to. And that's where they might start looking you up online and stuff, if you guys aren't friends already on social media and stuff. Wow, that was a mouthful. Excuse me. Throat chakra. Tell us more. Like I said, let's get maybe 2 or 3 more from here, and then we're gonna start pulling the tarot. Wow, a lot. All right? So we have receive here. Um, Open-minded, abundant, ready. It's your time to receive. Yeah, maybe you dealt with a lot of, relationships in the past where, outpoured to these individuals and never really got, your fair share back. And now, you're going to be able to receive what it is that you've earned. In this case, you've done your work. Now you get the person that you've been wanting for a long time, possibly. But I'm also getting that one of the things, the biggest lessons you had to learn was maybe the importance of equal give and take within relationships. I'm getting, excuse me, that might have been a pattern that you had to learn how to break. I'm getting something along those lines. You have triggers on the top of the deck. Name, place, car. Interesting. And fresh start here in the middle of the deck. I like it. New opportunity. Release the past. This is your second chance. Yeah, as you release the stuff from the past, you are able to make room for the things that you're meant to receive at this time. I'm getting something along those lines. Let's get two more. Wow. Crushed, sad, broken, feeling alone. So, you know, we did see that happiness card that was in the reverse before. So maybe, one or both of you guys had to go through some major losses when it comes to relationships and whatnot. I'm also getting that you guys have a telepathic connection. Like you guys are able to communicate through songs and things along that nature. You might have dreams about this person a lot, possibly for some of you. Like, especially as of recently, they might be popping up in your dreams and you're like, what the heck? Or they randomly just pop in your head. That could be why triggers showed up too. Maybe you see cars that remind you of them, or like, you know, sayings on something and you're like, so and so used to say that. That's weird. Like stuff like that. It's because you guys are kinetic. Let's say kinetic. What? You guys are energetically connected to each other. We have material world, money, career, status, third dimension, make your mark. So I do feel like, you guys probably have really been in like 3D version of yourselves for a while. And now that you've been doing what you need to do, it's allowing you to be able to open up that channel within yourself to be able to go to those higher dimensions, especially within your connection with each other. I believe in this type of stuff. So like the 4D, the 5D, when we're talking about the 3D, we're talking about us here, how we are right now, how we communicate and things like that. But when you have a really strong connection with a person, you ever heard of like ESP and shit like that, where it's like a, extra sensory perception. I think that's what it means. Um, where you can't explain stuff, but you can feel it, things like that. You might feel like someone's going to call you and they call you, that type of stuff. Like that could be a energy that you guys have had for a long time. Um, and now that this other drama filled person, whether it's, your past person or their past person or both, now that they're out of the way, is allowing for that connection to, basically be rekindled, is what I'm getting. I like it so far. Let's get one more. What I don't like is these past people trying to come back and ruin your groove, especially as they realize that you're moving on. They always do that shit. It's like, just go away. um, yeah. See, I said this earlier, and I'm picking up on it again. I don't know if you've known this person since you guys were kids or something, like, or like just young, high school, something like that. Even like young adults, like college, early college years, like something like that. Um, I think this person is very anxious that they might have. You can't make this up. Did I not say something about the 5D? Look, fifth dimension. You can't make this stuff up even if you wanted to. Spirit does not play. When they want me to get a message out to y'all, they make it known. Yeah, you guys have had a very strong connection for a long time. Whoever this person is, for those of you who do resonate with this part of the narrative. It says, intuitive connection. You are connected at the soul level. It's a strong connection. And mirroring. I also said mirroring energy earlier, didn't I? And ironically, it just changed, of course, as I'm about to say it. There's 5 people in here and 6 legs. Um, Adds up to the number 11. And the number 11 also represents twin flames. Just saying. So we have reflection, twin, wholeness, synchronicity abounds. Wow, look at that. Okay, it's looking good, guys. Yeah, and they've been thinking about you a lot. There's like they see your name everywhere and vice versa. Like maybe the same car that one of y'all used to drive or something like that. You know, places that you guys used to frequent, and you know you go by those places and you're like, damn, I wonder if so and so still goes here sometimes. Like I'm in something like that. I really am. I'm also getting that the connection with you guys is like very, very like very refreshing and cute. Like when it's good anyway. Like I feel like when it was good, and then of course things happened, and it's life, right? We go through things, especially with twin flame journeys. Just saying, it has to happen that way in order for you guys to get back together. You have to learn how to be apart and work on yourselves. You help ignite that light within each other that needs to be, you know, how can I put it? It has to happen that way in order to shine light upon things like your shadows and things like that. And a lot of times you guys probably have very similar backgrounds and stuff like that. And then you have to learn how to essentially be able to work on your healing and things like that and your growth on a deeper level. Got to do it on your own before you can come back together. But that's why it's a mirrored energy, because you usually, you each trigger that within each other to help each other move along, if that makes any sense. All right, so let's dive deeper. Of course, I have to pee. I'm so annoyed right now. I just went to the bathroom. I drank a lot of water at work today. I was actually doing a good job, and now I have to keep going to the fucking bathroom. But I'm not getting up. I'm just going to have to hold it. All right, so let's get a 5-card spread. I think that would be good. And then we'll see what pops up, and then we'll go from there to see what else we pull from, if anything. All right. I do feel like, there were missed opportunities, whether it's with like the past person that, you don't want anything to do with, and their past person, both of them. Um, it caused some it caused some delays and things like that. But these were, because we got the Ace of Wands in the bottom of the deck here in the reverse. I I think that these, it's like, I heard the word detour. It's like there were these detours that had to happen in order to, kind of position you guys in a better place in your life, so you could be ready for that reconnection and reconciliation. You don't want to go into each other's lives when you're still all fucked up. You haven't worked on yourself. You haven't healed, blah, blah, blah. You still have resentment or something from the past, so on and so forth. And then enter into a connection like that. It won't work, right? So I'm getting something along those lines. But let's get a 5-card spread. All right, so what's the overall energy right now for the collective and this person that's showing up here for love? There's the most accurate message. Thank you. Judgment. Final judgment call. I just heard. I feel like this was a part of the awakening process, and not for nothing, that could have been a channeled message. What could have happened is somebody literally might have caught somebody doing some nonsense, the karmic, right? And moved and said, "Fuck that. This is over." Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, in order to go towards what I want, what I need in terms of my happiness, my overall happiness, we got the Ace of Cups on the top. It's like, people had to release things that wasn't working for them anymore. In particular, the karmic energy, right? That no longer serves. Yeah, all the conflict. We saw a drama queen show up like 3 times in this reading. So yeah, it was like that drama filled person, whether it's your past person or their past person, doesn't matter. It could be, either way or both. But hey, Tamasha. By the way, guys, I don't have my glasses on, so like I have to like squint really hard. That's why I'm not like saying hi to everybody when you guys pop in. But just know that I do see y'all as you guys are coming in. I'm just trying to focus on the reading and not get distracted. But I do want you guys to know that I want you to feel acknowledged. Love you guys. And thank you for being here. All right, so what's the incoming energy for the collective? What's the incoming energy? Yeah. All right. All right, so we got Eight of Pentacles. I'm getting that, you guys are in the process of working really hard on yourselves, and this person, same thing. They're showing up as a King of Cups. This person now is very emotionally intelligent. They're not the person that they might have been before. So let's say if you ever felt like they were kind of cold or anything like that, or they had a hard time with like showing emotion and stuff, I don't think that's going to be an issue now. I feel like this person has found that courage and that strength within themselves to, have this understanding that they have to be more willing to be vulnerable, getting vulnerability. There is strength in being a vulnerable person. Some people think that makes you weak. I think it's quite the opposite. To be able to put your guard down and say, okay, well, I'm going to allow myself to welcome somebody into my life, into my space. It's a lot harder to do that than it is to just keep somebody shut out all the time, you know. Um, so I'm getting that for sure for some of y'all. Yeah. I'm also getting that this is a time to, when it comes to other energies trying to come into your life that you don't want around, you're gonna have to use your discernment, and you're gonna have to really be solid with this, with and firm with this other person possibly, and hopefully them as well, vice versa, like with their situation of this person trying to come back around, and really set that tone and say, yeah, no, you're not returning. You know what I mean? So I did pick up on choices earlier, that there will be a choice possibly to be made, and you're just gonna have to be able to know which choice is the best choice for you at this time. Because some of you might not want your twin flame back. Some of you feel like, depending on what happened, like, that person's not worth the time of fucking day. I don't want nothing to do with them. They better not try to come back. Some of you might feel that way. Use your own discernment, right? I'm just letting you know what the cards are saying, that this person definitely wants to come back. And I do feel like they're coming back in a different energy than they were before. But use your own discernment, of course, because, you know, sometimes people, it looks cute on paper. And you're like, oh, they're the same fucking person. So just saying. All right. What's this person's true intentions at this time? Excuse me. What's this person's true intentions at this time? Thank you. Wow. Wow. Okay, this is nice, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, but as long as they really come in this energy, this is looking great. We got the Hierophant here, which is literally about higher levels of commitment, marriage. Like, this is their intentions. This is what they want. They're coming in bold, and like they're really trying to win you over. They're showing up as the divine masculine with this Emperor card. And we just see the divine masculine card show up earlier too. Like, this person, they know what they want, and they're standing firm on that. They're not trying to. This is not no wishy washy. Trying to play games. Like, they know what they want. Um, yeah, they want it all with you. Ten of Pentacles here. Like, they want to take care of you. Like, they want to come together and, like, be like a power couple. This isn't like them just trying to like play house. Like, nah, they're trying to build with you when they come in. Because I feel like in the past they weren't able to really have that with anyone else. I think they made a lot of mistakes, and I think one of those mistakes might have been like maybe thinking money was everything, and then realized later that money ain't shit. And what I mean by that is they might have thought that, oh, I got my, like I say, let's say if they, they're well off financially, they get with somebody, that person uses them for their money, and that's all they wanted. They trapped them with kids or whatever, you know what I mean, bills and all kind of shit, and now they're stuck with that shit, because we did see the financial support card show up. So, depending on their circumstances, could be kids involved. It could be, they just got caught up in, like, have, like, let's say if they open lines of credit in their name for that person. Like, I'm getting stuff like that. Obviously we don't know exactly what's going on. Everybody's situation is going to be different, but these are the type of things that I'm picking up on, possibly for some. Nonetheless, so they're trying to come in with the right energy with you. So I really respect this person so far from what I'm seeing. What are this person's future actions towards the collective? Very important question. Because again, everything can look real cute, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, they're coming in for sex. Like you never know. That's why we always ask the tarot, because oracle cards give you a lot of insight, but they don't tell you everything. Yeah. Ooh. They First off, they find you very sexy. So even though their intentions are not just based off of sex, they do find you attractive. And we did see that energy earlier, that there's a sexual chemistry there. We saw that. You're showing up as a Queen of Wands. So they see you as somebody who's very, very sexy, and they definitely want to make a gesture towards you when it comes to a romantic offer with this Knight of Cups. That's their intentions. So yeah, they're just trying to make a choice to come towards you, but this is what they want. For some of you, this person might live a little bit at a distance. Not necessarily the case for everybody, but for some of you, they might live at a distance. So they might have to actually physically travel to see you. That could explain that pop up card that we had saw earlier. But yeah, they're coming in with a stable offer. Ten of Pentacles is here again. Like they want something with longevity. Look, they want a reconciliation. You can't make this shit up, guys. Six of Cups. Remember I was saying that I'm picking up for some of you, like you might have known this person for a very long time, like since y'all were kids or something, right? Teenagers or something along those lines. Wow. I'm liking what I see here though. What's going on behind the scenes that the collective might not know at this time? I mean, we saw a lot of information already, but let's see if there's anything else. All right, so we got the Queen of Swords. I am getting Knight of Swords rather. Mm, mm. So for a lot of you guys who are resonating with this person, they they had a divorce, or at least ended a very high level of commitment, because we have the Queen of Swords, which could represent a divorcee. It could also just represent an air sign, but in this particular context, I feel like it's more so, especially because I'm asking what's happening behind the scenes. It's giving me more so the fact that like this was a divorced couple kind of thing. This person decided to distance themselves from that person. They planned accordingly to remove themselves from that and end it with the Death card here in the middle of the deck. So yeah, they decided to seize some new opportunities, aka come back towards you. Knight of Swords here. So they really had a plan, and they made the decision was not hard for them to make. Once they removed themselves from the situation completely, like they were all set. Like I think that was a long time coming initially, but when they made that decision finally, they were on it. They were like, yeah, I'm out of here. um and now they're like, I want to try to get that old thing back. What's the likely outcome here for the collective and this person? This is nice. Eight of Wands. I like it. That's fast moving energy. They're gonna come towards you with a lot of like quick action. They're not playing. This is not for play. They're very passionate about you, and they're gonna come in with really fast communication, and fast movement towards you to possibly just offer something very small at first with this Three of Cups here. Like some people would say, the Three of Cups is automatically a third party, not necessarily. It could also represent reunions. So if we're asking what's the likely outcome, and it's saying that there's fast moving energy, and then that's giving me more so a reunion. They might want to invite you out for drinks or something. It might start off as a very small gesture at first, maybe to just reminisce about the past and stuff. Yeah, look, and it's funny because in my head I was like, I'm also getting like Page of Cups energy, which is also like a small gesture. Sometimes going out for drinks or something like that. We got the Page of Cups, but it's meant to be as a small love offer. Then we saw the Knight of Cups, so it's like a lot of cups energy. That's a lot of emotion that's here, right? Yeah, they're a little bit scared. I think that they're worried that they missed out on an opportunity with you, but at the same time they're like, no, I gotta do this because I don't want to miss out on my person anymore. This looks good. So let's see. Um, Well, since you actually know this person, let's get some confessions from this person. I don't think I need to pull like what's the tea or anything. I think we got all the information that we needed. They were very clear with these different answers and whatnot. Before I even shuffle or anything, we have I can't go another day without you here on the bottom of the deck. Wow. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. I feel like that's probably past energy for this person. I feel like, how I was saying, this person might have been kind of closed off emotionally, kind of unavailable. I feel like now they're not in that energy anymore. I feel like they've grown up a lot, and that's one of the things that they've learned to work on, because now they understand that in order to receive love, they have to give love, and they have to make you feel love. If you're not feeling the love, then how is it going to work? Right? So that was ever an issue in the past. I don't think that will be an issue now based on what I'm seeing so far. So let's see what this person has to say, and then we'll get some angel answers, and that'll be the end of this reading. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. Aww, cute. All right, so let's get a few from here. I just got like super giddy all of a sudden, like my stomach, like, you know how like when you know that you really have a crush on somebody, or you're gonna see them, and you're like, oh my goodness, like, wow, this is really gonna happen, like, but it feels like good, not like anxiety necessarily, but just more so like, just like, because there's a difference. If you have high anxiety when you're about to see a person, then that's not a good sign. That's actually bad. But when you feel like warmth over you, and you just feel like, oh wow, like an embrace almost, like I felt that. This person makes you feel warm and fuzzy. Yep, told you. I'm caught up in a karmic relationship. So again, that's what they just got out of. So we got that energy about the karmic several times throughout this reading. This is some confirmation. All right, let's get a few more from here, and some angel answers to close out. So, I want to make things right. Yeah, they want to do things right this time with you. They know what they lost out on, or almost lost out on, and now they're trying to get it back. So this looks good. Anytime I see a happy twin flame journey, I'm like, oh, this is great, because they could be a hot mess, but this looks positive. I want a future with you. Remember, I said this person wants something real. This is not, again, this is not a game to them. They actually want something more serious, more stable, which I really appreciate seeing, because like this person, they didn't try to come back to you in a bullshit ass energy. Like when this person does come back, like they're trying to come back with the right intentions and doing things the right way. I really like this. So for those of you who resonate with this story, this looks good. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. Nice. Let's get maybe 2 or 3 from here. Then we'll get some angel answers to close out. Aww. I want to make you happy. I miss your smile. Aww. This is so cute. This is so giddy. I'm telling you, I'm getting like high school sweetheart vibes, or like you guys known each other since y'all were really young. Something like that. So cute. Aw, thanks guys. and this is super cute for y'all, because like this story is like, this is like, this type of stuff you want to see like in a movie, like on like Lifetime or something. Like this is really adorable, and I'm claiming this for you guys, because it looks like you guys been through a lot, and your person too. And now that you guys have done what you had to do, you've learned the lessons and all of that, now you guys get to come back together, which unfortunately, not every twin flame journey does work that way. There's a lot that don't work out like that. So if this is your story, I'm rooting for you guys. I really am. If this works out for y'all, make sure you invite me to your wedding. This is super cute. Oh wow. I've been working on myself, and I'm not the same as before. See, look at that. And it came out along with I've been manifesting you. Wow. Wow. They want you bad. That's that. Remember I was talking about, like, if you've been like feeling like, you're like seeing their name all over the place, or like you hear songs that y'all used to listen to, like the car they used to drive, or like you be thinking about like going to a spot to see if they're there. And you're like, damn, why is this motherfucker all in my head all of a sudden? This is why he's manifesting you. He's been thinking about you long and hard, or this person, depending if you're a guy or a girl in the situation. But yeah, um, bottom of the deck it says, I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. um, I'm afraid of commitment. This was actually on the top of the deck in the reverse. They're not. This probably was how they used to be. They're not afraid of commitment anymore. So if that was ever an issue too, my ear just started ringing. If that was ever an issue in the past, that won't be a issue now. And I should have fought for you here in the middle of the deck. Nice. Yeah. So for those of you who, like I said, keep in mind with collective messages, some parts will be your story, some parts might not be. Some of it's not your story at all, and that's perfectly fine. This kind of is based on like which energies show up the most throughout the reading. That those are the people that would resonate with the most. But nonetheless, like I said, for those of you who do resonate with this, I really hope that this works out for y'all, because this looks really positive. Yeah. Now that you guys have both learned that you could remove yourself from those past people, there's something better, right? Now it's time to take action. And this person, I feel like they're going to, you know now that those road blockages are out of the way, now the fun can begin. So I like that for you guys. This is nice. All right, so let's get some last messages to close this out. This was a good reading. It was kind of straight to the point. It wasn't too crazy. Um, got a lot of insight though about what's going on with this person. And keep in mind, guys, also, for some of you, you don't want this person back anyway. That's perfectly fine. Use your own discernment. You know your story better than anybody. So just because some people, want their person back, some people don't. They're like, absolutely fucking not. You did some bullshit. You fucked me over. I'm good. I've moved on. I don't want any parts. But for those of you who actually do want this person back, this is more so your story than anything. And if this person's been heavy on your mind, just know that the feeling is mutual, and there will be for those of you who are interested in this person, there will be a potential for a peaceful resolution here. All right, so let's get some last messages to close this out. I'm gonna eat dinner because I'm fucking hungry. Yeah. It's up to you. Yes, you have free will, right? So again, for some of you, you're gonna be like, absolutely fucking not. I don't want anything to do with this person. For others, you're like, okay, nah, this is really what I want. Because for some of you, this could be a great opportunity to, rekindle a romance that wanted. Yeah, you got yes. they're nudging. Just use your discernment though. Don't stop. And then always whenever I see this card, I think of the song "Don't Stop Believing." It gives me that vibe. But it's like, have faith in what it is that you truly want, even if it's not with this person. It could be with a different person, right? Um, go after what it is that makes you happy, right? Don't let me and some cards tell you automatically, oh, that's what I have to do. Like, no, you have free will, right? If you know that this person is not good for you, and that they might come in gaslighting, for instance, or love bombing, like that's not an energy that you want, right? So just use your discernment. If it feels good and this is something that you've been wanting to, go for it. But if not, you know what you got to do, right? Either way, you're gonna eventually meet the person that is meant to be in that aspect of your life in that way, right? Just keep that in mind too. Yeah, this I do feel like you guys had to recover, right, from the things in the past and vice versa. I think that both of you guys had to do some inner work to get to this point, which is going to allow for, this reunion, if it does happen, to be potentially very fruitful, right? because you're coming in healed. You're not coming in, or at least working on your healing. You're not coming in all fucked up, right? Been there, done that. For those of you who feel like, oh, okay, I see where spirit's going with this one. Not the right time, with no on the bottom. That's that other person that is going to try to possibly come back around. The person who you don't want anything to do with. So it's like, don't block your opportunities. Yes, you got if you believe. As I said, don't stop believing. Then you have if you believe. Yeah, they're basically saying, there is romance coming towards you. Now, one person is like, absolutely fucking not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whereas the other person, and this is gonna happen soon. Um, look at this. You can't make it up. How the cards are. I'm going to show you guys all of these cards so that you can see what I'm saying. All right, so these are the cards that were on the bottom of the deck. So one person is a no. And then it says this is happening in the near future. So you're going to have to probably shut somebody down. And then that's when the right one comes in, or the right opportunity. Yes, with the exclamation point, I might add. But you have to let go of that past connection first, of that person who does not serve you anymore. For those of you who resonate with it being, the karmic that might try to return, and this twin flame, who's actually like the person that you should probably try to build with. And you're going to have to communicate clearly with this person and let them know, like, no, you're not going to come in and disturb our peace. So it looks like you're going to have to be very assertive and stand, you stand firm in whatever you tell this person, this other person. And communicate clearly in general with the twin flame too. Be honest about your feelings and stuff if there are any, where you want it to go, right? Be transparent about it, so on and so forth. So with all that said, for those of you who resonated with this message, who want that twin flame back just as much as they want you back, I am wishing you guys all the luck, because this looks pretty damn good. Yep, just always use your discernment, right? So good luck in advance, and I want an invite to the wedding, just saying. So with all that said, thanks guys for tapping in. I hope that this was helpful. Hope it resonated. And if it wasn't your story and you decided to stick around, thank you as well for watching. Maybe it was just good entertainment. You know what I mean? So with all that said, I appreciate y'all. Get some rest. Eat some dinner if you haven't eaten already. And until next time, I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.